Okay, let's continue with the exercise. Question number 3, all right? See, before we do this, bring this into here so you can look at it for reference. If 10a plus b, so they've given us that 10a plus b is root 3, right? But what value of 10 is root 3? Root 3 is for 10, 60. Nah? So instead of root 3, can I write 10, 60 or not? Let's do this together, even for this. 10 a minus b equal to 1 by root 3 is given. So instead of 10, 1 by root 3, 1 by root 3 is here, 10 value is this one, so it's 30 degree. Can I write 10, 30? So if this is 10 a plus b is 10, 60, it literally means that a plus b is 60 because it's 10, 10. See, like imagine that you're cutting it, okay? We're not actually cutting it, but just imagine that we're cutting it. So if you cut the 10 and 10, we are left with a minus b equal to 30. So if I make this equation 1, if I make this equation 2, you all remember this chapter 3, right? Substitution method, where if there's a plus minus, we can directly add it or we can directly subtract it. Nah? Let's add it. Adding is easier, I guess. So a plus b equals 60, a minus b equal to 30. If we add these two to a, these two will get cut because it's minus plus, so we'll get 90. So a equal to 45. So since we got a, we can put a in either this or this, it doesn't matter. I'll just put it somewhere where there's positive, so that's easier. Putting a in equation 1, you'll get 45 plus b. So if a larger 45 plus b equal to 60. 15. So that's it. It's a very easy question. You can write down the solution, and then after writing down the solution, this is an extra question for you, so you can try the extra question. It's done exactly the same, okay, like how we did here. Shit, like like this here is able to go Paradox class. I am already sweating. Anyway, try this, and the answer to this would be this. Okay, these kind of questions like very much likely to come because it's extremely simple. You can do it in very easy steps also. Okay, and they might in the question they might give you like this kind of a situation, and then they'll ask you the value of, so hence find the value of 2a plus b type to equal to in our you just input the values of a and b and then you can find the solution. Okay, now let's go to question number 4, which is true or false. Like I told you, true or false, and these kind of questions you have to listen very carefully because these are the questions where you can make a lot of multiple choice questions. Nah? So you have to understand the concept behind it. Okay, so they're asking us, is sine a plus b equal to sine a plus sine b? So let's do an example. Let's take like let's take an example of a and b, and let's see if it holds true or not. So let's suppose say a is 30 and b is 60. Okay, a will take it as 30, b will take it as 60. So sine a plus b literally would be sine 30 plus 60, which is sine 90, but sine 90 is what? 1, right? Because see, sine 90 is 1. So now if you do the RHS side, sine 30 plus sine 60, sine 30 is 1 by 2, sine 60 is root 2 by 2. If we take LCM also, we are still getting this, which is not same at all. So this is false. Now number 2, the value of sine theta increases as theta increases. So the value of sine theta, if you look here, it's 0, and as we increase and go, it's 1 divided by 2 is 0.5, right? And then now this is 2, it root 2 low value should hold us, no, it goes on increasing until it gets to 1, and cos theta value decreases from 1 to 0. So sine, as it goes on, it increases. Cos, as it goes on, it decreases. You have to understand that, okay? And it's only true for sine and cos, okay? To the increases, decreases, it'll only come for sine theta or cos theta. So the value of sine theta increases as theta increases is true, because sine 0 is 0 and sine 90 is 1. The value of cos theta increases, theta increases is false, because sine 0 is 1 and sine 90 becomes 0. So 1 was 0. Our question though, what is the range of the value of sine kori though 0 to 1 as a, and the range of cos though 1 to 0 as sine theta equal to cos theta for all values of theta. Sine theta or cos theta though for all values of theta it's same. Obviously it's not. Sine 0 degree alag alag, 30 degree alag alag. So except for 45 degree, everything is different, right? So if they change the question and say sine theta equal to cos theta when theta equal to 45, true, but they're not giving any specific functions as to what theta value is. So this is false. I hope you're understanding the concept behind it. Next, the last question, cot A is not defined for A equal to 0. So you just have to find cot A. Cot A is not defined for A equal to 0. A to 0 so 0 la undefined. So cot A is undefined is true. Not defined and undefined is same thing. Okay. So here are the answers for true or false. You can write it down. Now, I want you to prepare and memorize some formulas. I thought of starting 8.4 right away, but then if you don't know the formulas, it's completely useless. 8.4 completely. So you have the formula should be in your fingertips, then only you will be able to understand it, then only you will be able to solve it, then only we will be able to proceed. Today I'm going to explain to you the concept behind the formula, and I'll be giving you the formula, and in the next class you will memorize all the formula and bring it. So class formula to purina takibi next class aji purina rakibi onto no matter what. Okay, and then write down all the formulas in an A4 sheet paper, so that when you want to revise the trigonometric this thing, you just have to look through the formula. That way you will remember things. So first formula I want to give you is cos square plus sine square equal to 1. So why is it sine square and cos square added up becomes 1? Why? Because suppose, let's say we have a it's a right angle triangle, right? So this, let's say this A, B, C. So according to A, the perpendicular is this, the base is this, and this will always be the hypotenuse. Inverter base, generator base, I don't know why it's flickering a lot. Anyway, cos square, cos is what? Some people have curly brown hair, so it will be AB by, here is AC, right? The whole square plus sine square, some people have. People is perpendicular, which is BC, by hypotenuse is AC, equal to 1 na? So if I square both, it will become AB square by AC square plus BC square by AC square equal to 1. Since the denominators are same, I'll take AC square common. I'll get AB square not equal to 1. Okay, we have to show that it is equal to 1. So what is AB square plus BC square? If I take Pythagoras theorem here, AC square, the hypotenuse, equal to AB square plus BC square. So AB square plus BC square, I can write as AC square also. So AC square by AC square. You cut this, you get 1 is to 1, which is 1, which is equal to RHS. So this is an identity, one E2 class. Like no matter what the angle is, even if you put 90 or 0 or 45 or 30 or 60 also, cos 60 la value thalibi, sin 60 la value thalibi, square root plus square, you will get 1 no matter what, because this is how we're getting 1. So no matter what the value of A is, you will always get the answer as 1. So that is an identity, that is sine square a plus. So next time you see cos square plus sine square, you don't have to do all of this. You just directly put instead of this 1. For example, in a question, if you see without this thing, okay, you don't have a question like that. So instead of doing all this long method, you just put sine square plus cos square is 1. Kotom. So it was a shortcut formula. So let me give and some. Let me give you the other. Let me give you the other two formulas. I'll solve one and show you the other one. I won't solve it, okay, because it's the same thing only. So one of the formula sec square a minus tan square a equal to 1. So same rule applies. If this a, b, c, and this theta, then this will be perpendicular, this will be base, this will be hypotenuse, right? So sec is the opposite of what? Remember, sec is the reciprocal of cos, right? And cos is curly brown here, and tan is what? Perpendicular by base, right? So hypotenuse in this case AC by base in this case AB square minus tan perpendicular means BC by hypotenuse AC. Base is AB, sorry, square now. If we square it, AC square by AB square minus BC square by AB square. So this way we can take AB square common, so AC square minus BC square. Now if I take by the question here, AC square equal to AB square plus BC square. Now if because this is AC and BC, I need AC and BC together, so AC square, if I take BC this side, it becomes minus BC square equal to AB square. So instead of AC square minus BC square, I can write AB square. So AB square by AB square, you can cut it and it's becoming 1 again. So which means whenever I see sec square minus tan square, I can literally put it as 1. So these formulas doesn't just work like that, but it works the other way around also, okay? For example, I told you sine square a plus cos square a is 1, right? So whenever I see sine square alone, okay, suppose I see sine square alone, what I can do is instead of sine square, I can write 1 minus cos square also, if need be, according to situation. Because my cos square itu paling potential sine square a equal to 1 minus cos square a. So instead of sine square, I can write 1 minus cos square, or opposite, instead of 1 minus cos square, I can put sine square a also. If I see somewhere 1 minus cos square, if I see 1 minus cos square a by sine square a, right? So my key will solve instead of 1 minus cos square, I can write sine square. So I can write sine square a by sine square a, and then I can cut it. But it's not the formula though. It's not just like wherever you see this, you have to put 1. It's like if I send this one, it will become 1 minus cos square. So instead of 1 minus cos square, you can put sine square. If I send this one this side, it will become 1 minus sine square. So instead of cos square, you can put 1 minus sine square as well. So after arranging each and everything, I decided to write all the formulas in this order. So these are the 3 main formulas, and this is how they can be arranged according to situation. First formula can be arranged into 2 ways, 2 extra ways, this into these 2 ways, this into these 2 ways, and then we have 2 more formulas, which is tan theta equals sin theta by cos theta. Remember this value? I told you to find the value of tan, you have to divide these 2, sin theta and cos theta, you get the tan. If you divide these 2, 2 katio 1 bajo opposite root 3 nichi bajo 1 by 3. So to find the tan theta, I've already told you that you have to divide these 2, root 2 katio 1 ekla bajo, na 2 bajo root 3 ekla bajo. So tan theta to sin theta cos divide karna paido na. So tan theta is sin theta by cos theta, and since cot theta is reciprocal of tan theta, it will just be reciprocal of this, which is cos by sin, and this is already the formulas which you already know. It on sub to level as 1 exercise 8.4. So make sure you memorize all this stuff. Okay.